I drink and I know things. This quote by Tyrion Lannister is quite famous and quite a lot of pop culture t-shirts have been made out of it. But nothing said ever felt more relatable to me describing my life. And it wasn't necessary for me to have a glorified end like the character, as my life wasn't written by George R. R. Martin, thankfully, maybe. So I had to write one for myself. So alcohol and philosophy came in nearly at the same time in my life, 7 to 8 years back, and gradually both progressed from just a minor consumption, from getting into an essay art to kegs of beers and nihilism in just 3 to 4 years. I grew as a person, I think, and times were not the only change, but there were quite a lot of events that may or may not have impacted my drinking, but had fueled the curiosity towards significance of life in my mind. While my active efforts contributed towards the materialistic journey, as the dopamine hits when you buy a good pair of sneakers or a good exhaust for your motorcycle. It seems very funny to me, by the way, even when I speak right now so eloquently about my struggles with the philosophy and alcohol and existentialism. But as soon as this ends, we all will just go back to the most basic and menial things. While all the important things will come and go to and fro like fireworks in our mind. At least that's how I imagine it to be. And one who holds the pen gets to tell the story. Simple. Anyways, reading philosophy led to thinking more, which pushed back to other forms of knowledge about life, like music or stand up or cinema, or reading about stories from the history about great people and aspiring to be one as well. So time passed. A lot of events happened: career, family, matters of the heart. Now the spectrum was open to Hindi and Urdu art forms as well. Although I used to write since middle school, but opening Rekhta at night when I came back from a party was a very good decision in a long time. The curiosity of understanding life from curiosity of knowing more and more every day getting increased, and the whole scenario regarding those days was just that if I know about something, I must know about it all. Quick question: what does pursuit of knowledge, a realistic and logical bent of mind, and drinking heavily give you? It was a gloomy winter day. The sun was not out for long, sometime around winter solstice. So it was the party week, the last 10 days of uh, December, and hence the regular alcohol as well. All this knowledge and pseudo elitism of some sort had me sitting in a room full of claps with a glass in my hand, and I was thinking to myself, what a great day, what a great night. But the claps were not from actual people, it was all just in my head. And then I hit a new low when I realized this. Why am I living? Why are we all alive? What is the purpose of life when we will be born and then in just a few years we will be dead? We all will be dead. This is quite a lot of existentialism to me, I know, but in comparison to greater things in life like the universe, just few years are insignificant, I guess. The rocks couldn't have gotten rockier for me, and I wished that actually. But somewhere in all that despair, it just didn't feel right. Something had to be done. I didn't like where I was, and I had to turn things around and catch the reins again. I didn't start drinking or I didn't get into philosophy because of this. I was thinking this to myself. But here I was lying on the floor, thinking about life. Why am I even here? Then I understood that it's people. It always have been people. It's humans. Why am I living? It's humans that drives me today to drink, not that I'm running away from something, from some existentialism or something like that. Earlier it was the case, and it still is some days, some melancholy filled days. But drinking alcohol or getting into philosophy or the significance of life, it all has just one answer for me right now: humans. From drinking to get away from something and reading a lot about philosophy and the significance of life and getting into existentialism, now I run towards something. That is people, my friends, people I love, and even drinking with them. So the practices have not been changed, but the mindset and the thought about it, the feeling regarding it, the new burst of nihilism, that is, if any of this doesn't matter, then let's live it fully. So, my advice, not my advice, who am I to give an advice? But all I have to say at the end of the day is don't run away from something, run towards something, something good. And drink responsibility and also think responsibility. My name is Arnav Sayyad. Thank you very much.